3, 2, 1. And we on. Welcome to Who Got the Juice podcast. This is a very special episode. This is the Thanksgiving episode. Okay, you know what? We got to do that all over again. We got to do that all over again. How many times did
this happen?
It's the first time. Yeah.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
It's
like I'm.
special, huh? It's gonna be a good one.
Come listen to Who Got the Juice podcast. It's an open podcast to new talent, life experiences, and entrepreneurship. Who got the juice? Yeah. Let's do it again. Welcome to Who Got the Juice podcast. This is a very special episode. This is the Thanksgiving episode. I got a very, very special guest. Whew. I got Vanessa in the building. So just really quick, this is my current dance partner. I'm going to let her introduce herself, age, name, where you from, go.
Okay. Vanessa, Portugal. I'm from Jalisco. You already know.
You say you already know.
But you know, some people know me as Vannessa.
Shut the fuck up. But Vannessa, because you were in Mac Daddy's before,
Yeah, because I was in Mac Daddy's. That's where I started. Okay. I've only been in 2 groups, Mac Daddy's and All Stars.
So you made a huge jump.
Oh, yeah.
You skipped a couple of crews. So just talk about that.
Dude, that was a big jump.
Yeah.
Like, I remember being in Mac Daddy's, and I remember at some point, you know, you start off as nothing. You're just like, you're just a little beginner or whatever. Yeah. And then at some point, me and my old dance partner, we became.
Who's that?
It was honestly, I don't remember his actual name, but they know him as Nano.
Okay.
And me and him ended up being like, you know, up there for Mac Daddy's.
And when you say up there, like, you mean you were putting on for the group and you were pretty much like the face front almost of, okay.
A lot.
So Mac Weddle wasn't putting on for.
No, if anything, he like would tell us to do his job.
Oh man, and he was supposedly like the leader. He's supposed
to be the leader, yeah.
Okay,
He's supposed to be the one showing people how to dance, whatever, and he would tell us to do that.
Oh, okay, makes sense.
That's why I got fed up, and I was like, you know what?
That's it.
All Stars don't do that. All Stars don't do that.
Man,
I gotta go.
You heard it first.
Yeah, like little by little, my brother, Violin, he moved to All Stars, and we were separate. Like, he was in All Stars, I was in Mac Daddy's. And I remember going to a couple practices, like, with All Stars, and I was like, damn, like, I could do so much better here.
Yeah.
So then I told Güero, I was like, hey, like, you know what, I want to say thank you for everything that you've taught me, but...
Give me your 2 weeks notice.
You
just quit it then and there?
Honestly, I think I just quit. Like, I just was like, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I gotta go. And Nano had stopped dancing because he had a baby. So I was like, okay, well then, I mean, I could figure it out. So then, I just told Güero, I was like, you know what, like, thank you for everything, but I gotta move on. Yeah.
And for those who don't know exactly what we're talking about, what kind of dance is called quebradita, right?
Yeah.
And just really quick, we just gotta make it clear. People may think that it's like stripping and stuff like that. It's not. No. Okay. So just really quick, it's quebradita. But continue.
But
so
so I just kind of told him, he was fine with it. He was like, you know what, you're all right, like da da da. So I was like, okay, well, thanks.
You were killing shit then.
Oh yeah.
Okay. So he was mad. He was. Sure.
Oh yeah. After I left.
Sure. Yeah.
Gone. Mac Daddy's went down.
Yeah.
Destroyed all of that.
And what age, like, were you dancing in Mac Daddy's? Just really quick. I mean, I think this is very important because I don't think a lot of young people, well, at least me personally, I have not interviewed or I have not had a podcast with somebody younger that started dancing. I think you're probably the youngest. Like, what was your age?
I was in 5th grade.
5th grade? So what is that age?
I was like 10.
10? 11? When you started dancing in Mac Daddy's?
I was like 10, 11.
That is crazy.
And I started off with violin, like with my brother.
Yeah.
And then
Holy
obviously...
shit. 10 years old, bro. This shit is insane.
I literally remember being in 5th grade and telling like the whole world and was like, I danced like that.
That's crazy. Okay, so continue. Like, so you told him, and then what happened else?
Yeah, after that, that's when I went All Stars and I first competed.
You competed with
Nano. He had his baby, and after that, he told me, he was like, hey, like, I want to go back to dancing. Like, would you still dance with me? And I was like, of course.
So crazy. I remember the practices. This is when we were practicing in 8th Street in that little gymnastic place.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember that. I remember, what's her name, bring her baby and stuff Twinkle? Like that. And definitely. I remember that. Yeah, big time. So
I told him, I was like, yeah, go ahead. Yeah, like, come over here. Like, we'll do much better.
So he joined All Stars, or y'all were still dancing under Mac Daddies, or?
No, he joined All Stars. Like, I mean, he didn't necessarily say he left Mac Daddies, but he had already stopped dancing for a while. Yeah. So that's why he just came over, and I was like, no, yeah, like, of course. So that's when we had competed, but by that time, Mac Daddies was done. Like, it was just Güero. At the competitions, just Güero. Like, nobody was there as a group or nothing. Like, it was just him.
Well, the first competition, I think he landed in 2nd and stuff like that. And ever since then, I think he never got first place. You heard
never. Like, I would compete with Güero. I may get some
flag for this, but
and he would never get 2nd place. It was always 3rd. We'd always get 3rd. If not, we wouldn't even get
I was at least giving him 2nd, but now,
no.
I mean,
it was always like 3rd or no place.
No place.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
That's when I was like, I gotta go.
I gotta run it. Definitely. Okay, so just really quick, you entered into that competition. What did he win? Did he win?
I had won. I think me and Nano got $100 for best outfit.
Okay.
They got the whole category of.
And what competition was that, by any chance? Was it Destructores? Was it?
I don't know.
You don't remember?
I do remember that. It was a trio that you guys did. You guys did a show.
Yeah.
I think. No, or it was a category. It was a category.
I think I do remember, yeah. Okay.
Of a trio with Ara, Hasey.
Yeah. I do remember.
That one.
Yeah, okay, it was that one. Yeah.
Because I remember Hasey, she didn't have an outfit. And she was like, do you mind if, like, I can change into your jeans?
Shut the fuck up.
And I was like, yeah, sure.
That's crazy.
Like, we went to the bathroom.
Was it the one where we were wearing, like, gold or, like, copper?
No, it was green. Green and white.
And he said it was a trio, bro. Mm-hmm. This shit is insane. I don't even remember that. But, okay, we can skip past that. And you said, so you won $100 for the outfit.
Yeah.
And then what
and
else?
From what we know, we had first place.
Look at Vannessa. She's like, bro, we won first place. Stop playing.
I heard somebody started crying.
Yeah.
And then they gave the trophy to the other.
Okay. Who's the other?
I don't know.
What do you mean you don't know? You competed against them.
I know, but I didn't watch their dance. I was girl, I know I got this. I don't even need to see your routine.
Yeah. I mean,
no, yeah. I remember Roger coming to us and was like, "You guys got it. You guys got first place." So I was like, "Okay, cool." But then they called Roger back, just him. Yeah. And they were like, "You know what? Yeah. We're sorry to tell you this, but we're gonna have to go." So-and-so.
Oh, man, that's crazy.
Like, but if I knew, I would have cried too and just...
Let me get that place. Yeah, definitely.
But I still think I got first place.
Yeah. So then you entered that, and then after that, you just kept dancing. And then at one point, did he compete again, or was that the only time you competed?
I think that was the last time I competed.
That's the last time you competed. And then... So let me go ahead and tell you guys how everything came about. So she danced, but then when I would be at practice, I was currently dancing, I think with like 2 people. And then after that, there was like an event that we had. It was the Reno Latin Dance Fest. And something came up where it was like super like emergency thing or whatever. It was probably 2 weeks of a gap that we were like, you know what? Things went south. We got to go ahead and figure something out. So for some reason, I don't know why, but I was like, you know what? I'm going to go ahead and hit Vanessa up. Mm-hmm. Her brother, I guarantee you, like, I came up with a signature move. And whoever got to say otherwise, I mean, I think they're probably bullshitting. But it was like a front flip or whatever that originated from the front and then had a twist. And then you would do the front flip. I mean, I'd be able to tell. But I mean, it's kind of hard to. But pretty much, I originated that move originally with her brother, and I guarantee you, like, it would not happen otherwise. I would practice it with other people. It would not happen. Like, I wasn't able to get it. So, for some reason, I don't know. I was like, I'm about to go ahead and, let Vanessa know, see if she, is down to do the performance. And let alone, she was like, all right, cool. She was like, but how much time do I got? And I guarantee you, she said, I told her, I was like, it's 2 weeks. It was 2 weeks or 1 week?
No, it was 2 weeks.
It was 2 weeks. Yeah, it was 2 weeks. So I would get out of work, drive to her house, and then we would practice in the parking lot. I'm talking about cement. And after that, we would still practice at our quebradita practice whole server and start doing the flips. Yeah. Right?
We did the flips over there.
Yeah. Let alone, we went to the Reno Light and Dance Fest, and it turned out to be probably one of the best performances out of the whole night. I guarantee you. Like, whoever performed there, they didn't have it. Like, we had the juice, for real. Yeah, like, literally everybody was going crazy. And then from there on out, they were just expecting us to come again. But, yeah, after that, I was like, you know what? That's it. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I'm going to make you my dance partner, and we're just going to go on from that because, I don't like catting. And, it's not going to happen. Really quick, I want to talk about this Reno event thing, and I want to kind of just bring up some funny stuff that happened. But before that, I want to do this segment, and we have 3 questions. You answer all 3. Go ahead. We have first time. There you go. Okay. And her name is Gina. Dropping the questions. So just really quick, you want me to ask those, or you want to read them?
You can ask me.
Okay. Hey, also, am I wrong? Somebody answered all 3 and then some. 5, 6. Was it 5 or 6? 5. Okay. So let me go ahead and shake it. This is just protocol. Here we go. Oof. I'm gonna go easy. Don't worry. All right. So, what is your worst edible trip experience?
I was in 10th grade. I was a sophomore. Mm-hmm. And I used to smoke. Like, that year, I started smoking, like, a lot. But I remember I was on my way to 3rd period. I had dance. And my friend Julio, he was like, hey, like, I have an edible. Do you want some? And I was like, yeah, of course.
Was it a cookie or was it a gummy?
It was like a brownie.
Okay.
And then I was like, yeah, sure. And he gave me, like, half of it. Like, it was, like, pretty big. He gave me half. And I was like, all in one. I was like, this is not even going to hit till, like, next period. And from what I knew, there was, like, an assembly 4th period. So I was like, I'm going to be chilling. So I was like, okay, whatever. 3rd period ended. I go to the assembly. And, like, end of assembly, it starts hitting. And I was like, man, cool, whatever. Because after was lunch. Yeah. Lunch hits. And one of my other friends, he was like a junior or a senior. He had some. Oh, shit. He was like, oh, you want some? And I'm like, yeah, this edible was all right or whatever. Shut the fuck up. So I ate a bunch more. And then I was like, okay, I'm cool, whatever. Yeah. And then I go to 6th period, gone. Like, I swear, I got so pale. Yeah. I got so pale. I started shaking. Like, I couldn't even walk right. And I was like, man.
You were in class? Or?
Yeah. I had just got to class, and I knocked out. I knocked out the whole class. And so my teacher, he saw me. He was like, can you stay after class? And I was like, fuck, man. Like, so then he was just like, are you okay? You're really pale. And I was like, I'm fine. Yeah, I'm fine. Like, okay. And he was like, I'm gonna need you to take you to the nurse. And I was like, okay, all right. Yeah. So I go to the nurse, and he was just like, he was walking me to the nurse, and he was just like, did you drink last night? Or, I was like, oh, yeah. It was because my sister's birthday. I was drinking, whatever. He was like, oh, okay. And then I go to the nurse, and she gives me water, juice, and something else. And she's like, I need you to drink them back to back. Yeah. And I was like, okay, whatever. And I was like falling asleep. And I had my best friend. I had everybody blowing on my phone. Where are you? Where are you? You're not in class. Where are you? Where are you? And I was just like out of the world.
Yeah.
And then one of my best friends, he found me in the nurse. And he was like, I knew you'd be here.
Yeah.
So then...
Was that the guy that gave you the edible?
No.
Oh, okay.
Somebody else.
That would have been some sick shit. Like, you know what? I knew you'd land here. Don't worry about it.
No, but he asked because I had class with him. He was like, you didn't go. And I told my teacher to hit up every teacher to know where you were at. Mm-hmm. So then he came to the nurse and then he was like, I knew you'd be here. And I was like, yeah, I'm not okay. Like, I don't want to be this high anymore. Like, I want this to stop. So then school ended and he was sleeping over. Like, he's gay. Like, we grew up together, so he was sleeping over. Yeah. And then I remember the nurse telling him, like, hey, can you walk down the hill with her? Because, like, just in case she faints, anything happens to her, whatever. And he was just like, yeah, I'll take care of her, whatever. I got home. I took a nap. I woke up. I took a nap. I woke up, took a nap until 5 a.m. the next day. I was still high.
Shut the fuck up.
And I was freaking out because I was like, I don't want to feel this anymore. Like, this is not okay. And then a couple hours later, I was, like, fine. But I was like, okay, you know what? Never again am I doing edibles.
Edibles. Like, and have you?
No.
Shut the... Nah. That's a fake-ass no. Look at her.
I don't remember. Okay. I don't remember. Yeah. But... Oh, I did. I did for my sister's birthday. Yeah. She was turning like 20.
Was it a cookie as well, or
was it
like gummy? Okay,
yeah.
That makes sense. But was that as bad as the like trip, 23. Or it wasn't as bad, or?
No, it wasn't as bad. Okay. I took way less because I'm like, let me not.
Yeah.
Yeah, we went to dinner. I remember me and my sister took those edibles, and we were the only ones high. And it was her birthday dinner, mind you. Like, our families are there, whatever, and like me and her would sit in front of each other, and we're just like, damn, like, girl, we're high. And nobody noticed. I think that was the last time. After that, I was like, I'd rather smoke than take edibles.
All right. So, you don't have to say no names, but what is... I may just let... Okay. And you can say, what is the smallest or... biggest, like I said, you don't have to say any names that you have had interact with or whatsoever. Smallest or biggest, one of those two. You can say, like I said, you don't have to say any names, but you can go ahead and just like either like go towards one direction or go to the other direction. And usually, guys, we either go like super like extreme, or sometimes we do like fun ones. I think the fun one was the edibles and stuff like that, right?
That but was crazy.
Yeah, so go ahead.
Oh, the smallest.
Okay go ahead.
I don't want to say names.
No, of course I gave you that option. Yeah,
he was like my second boyfriend.
Okay.
He was super sweet. He was like the sweetest thing, but like...
Yeah. But he was just not...
It just wasn't cutting it. Like... I feel so bad, but like...
How long do you go out with him for?
I went out with him for about damn near a year.
A year?
I don't know how, but... we had like one breakup.
Yeah.
And we had a little break, but even during that breakup, we were still like
going out and stuff.
Yeah, we were still like going out and stuff. So in total, it was probably like a year. Yeah.
Okay.
That has probably been the smallest.
Okay, so you got one more. I can swear I was gonna do the "El negrito voz claro," but I didn't want to do that. Okay, just really quick. All right, so you answered that. Just really quick, what is the longest relationship that you've been in? And
the longest was my first boyfriend.
Okay.
We had 2.5 years.
Yeah. So first boyfriend, the longest. Second boyfriend, just didn't cut it. All right. So do you think this leads up to the next one? Hey, don't you just like how I do these like mysterious questions and stuff? This leads to the fifth question. All right. So do you think size matters? I mean,
no, I don't think
you don't think
size
size matters.
matters.
Okay. So
it just.
But does it
how you work it?
Okay.
Is what matters, not the size.
So you mean like that the second one? Hold on. So the second one just didn't know how to rock it then, pretty much, or.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. But if he did know how to rock it, then it would have been lit.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So you know what?
But I don't think size matters. I just.
So then you know what? Just really quick. Second one, you're definitely able to go ahead and go to the DMs, hit up Who Got the Juice podcast. We definitely are able to go ahead and give a couple of advice on how to permanently stroke. And we have definitely a couple of advices that, you can go ahead and take. And from there on out, let's move on. Okay, so you can go ahead and take these out. Yeah, you can go ahead and take these out. Thank you very much, Gina. All right. So that's the first time we do that, actually. I mean, usually it's Scream Man or usually it's the producer, but thank you very much, Gina. Okay, so now we move on. Then I'll talk a little bit about COVID, how's that impacted anything, and I'm going to get to the most important part after, okay? Mm-hmm. Okay, so go ahead and do that. Do that now.
Oh, COVID.
Yeah. Have you been like, you know what? I need somebody to cuddle with since the cold winter is coming.
I feel like a lot of people would hate me.
Uh-huh.
Cause I'm the type to like low key still go out a little.
Okay.
So for some reason, like I don't know, I just I mean, yeah, I take care of myself, but. Yeah. I still do attend the parties. Yeah. But I've never had it. I know some people that have.
Man, probably in July.
Yeah. But no, like I've personally been cool, which I'm surprised because I get sick so easy. Yeah. Like just last year, I got sick like 7 times in just a period of 6 months.
Yeah,
like crazy. super. I went to the hospital in February. Like it was so bad. That's crazy. But ever since then,
the good thing is that everybody takes a COVID test before this podcast starts, and everybody gets their temperature checked. And you know what? So everybody's COVID free. Okay, so let me go ahead and get to the real good stuff. Now, this is a Thanksgiving special. So now go ahead and just say typically what people in Thanksgiving do. Culturally, you could say, or at your house, what do you guys do? I'll tell you what I do for sure, but I'm going to hear it after you for sure.
For Thanksgiving, it depends the year how it went.
No, I'm saying like generally, but like at your house.
Yeah, I know. That's what I'm saying. It depends on the year. If it's a good year, we'll have like tamales.
That's that real right there.
We'll have tamales. Yeah. We'll watch a movie. We'll have pozole. Yeah. Like take a couple of shots here and there. Yeah. Like
shots of what?
It's Don Julio, of course. Jeez. Don Julio. But we'll watch it. It's just family. Like it's just family. Like if not, then. It's because we get invited to another house, but
do they
even
typically
then,
have turkey or? No?
Sometimes.
Really?
Sometimes. Yeah.
Dude, I hate turkey.
I can't do that. I feel so like.
I don't know. That's just mad dry. Like literally, that's just super dry.
I can't eat turkey like
and
that.
You know,
I need tamales, pozole, like.
Look, if turkey's so dry, it got to be that WAP. Like, if turkey was to go ahead and just be a little bit more, like, if it had a little bit more flavor, then shit. Like, it'd be turkey all day for sure. But,
I can't do turkey.
Yeah, turkey's mad dry. So, I don't know why. Every single time I think about, like, Thanksgiving, it's always something Latin incorporated. Mm-hmm. Whether it's tamales, like you mentioned, or it could be, like, pozole. Let me go ahead and ask, what is the best of two? Or which one do you prefer? Either red tamales or green tamales. And what I mean by green, like Like tamales de pollo or tamales de puerco? You said red? Red?
For sure.
All right. And let me go ahead and do just something different. What about you, Gina? What do you, red?
Red.
Hell no.
Red.
Oh, hey,
red.
Let me go ahead and talk to also really quick. Also, what you prefer? Green. Ah! Let's go. Just for that, I'm gonna have to go with green too. But I'm low key red though. I'm low key red. Now you know what?
Has to be.
I enjoyed. You say you haven't had a good one. There you go.
Maybe.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah.
Yeah.
True.
Honestly, I was like all like red in the beginning, like probably like all throughout family parties. But I think now I'm enjoying more green because it has more of a spice. I don't know, like depending where you get it from.
Okay.
Like the greens be having like a little spice, and I'm like, and then they add the salsa on top of that, and usually it's green salsa, and then it just be smack. But
I can't do spicy. That's
you can't
why.
do spicy.
Mm-mm.
Yeah. So just now, like name your favorite dish in Thanksgiving. Like, what is that one Thanksgiving you had, or what Thanksgiving means to you? Is it like something like that you and your family take really serious? It's just like Thanksgiving.
I mean, we don't take it too serious.
Too serious.
Yeah.
Stuff. Yeah.
But we still try to just make it about family strictly. Like.
Do you know what Thanksgiving mean or what? She said, "Hell no! This is when you just eat pavo." Nah, like my pops, low key, and he's gonna be watching. My dad would make like turkey, and he may know like this barely right now, but I hate every single time when they make like turkey for Thanksgiving. I be waiting for the tamales, but I think what happens is he truly enjoys turkey. I don't know, like I may be tripping, and then they have the ham on the side and all this like mashed potatoes, but I hate it. Just letting you know. But I think the reason why maybe you give a little break because Christmas comes right after, and for Christmas they do the same thing. They do pozole, they do tamales, and all of that good stuff. Champurrado.
Yeah.
Bro, we don't get no champurrado. We gotta step it up for sure. Yeah. Christmas is typically a party, or just open presents, or no.
Kind of like a party. We
like
get like at least like we get the whole family together.
The whole family.
Like cousins, aunties, like. We'll do karaoke.
Shut up.
We'll do karaoke. We'll have
Who got the worst voice in your family?
I can't say names. I can't do that.
Okay.
I can't do that.
I don't think people would get offended by who got the worst voice, like singing wise. I mean, I would say who got the worst voice in my family. I know for sure it ain't my sister. But I'll go ahead and say who got the worst voice. His name is Wafflehead. Yup.
Why are you doing him like that?
It's okay. He's gonna take it. He's just okay with it.
I can't do that. Okay. But
he's my cousin,
it's
so
super fun. Yeah, like we'll do karaoke. We'll eat this. We'll eat that. We'll take shots here and there. Like all of us talking, and then at midnight we'll all like
smoke. Yeah. That would be crazy. That would be crazy. Like, all right, y'all.
No, but we'll start opening presents. Like, we'll do a Secret Santa, and like that whole time is just who got who and all of that.
What is the best part about like? And I know that this is the Thanksgiving special, but what is the best part about like Secret Santa that you could probably, or what is your best present that you've ever received? And this is not including a dildo, okay? Let's just go far past that. Like, what is the best gift that you probably received? It could be, like, between family. It could be between, whoever. It could be between you and your best friend, Gina, or whatever the case is. I know the best gift I received for Best Santa or Secret Santa. It was a PlayStation 4 with a widescreen TV or flat screen TV.
I think honestly, it wasn't during Christmas.
Oh, you know what? Maybe that wasn't Secret Santa. But I'll still take it. Oh, you know what? For Secret Santa at my job, I got a Michael Kors, and I may get some flag for this, but I got a Michael Kors sweater, like at my job. It was like these OGs. hopefully you're not looking. And like they'll low key be getting turned on. I don't know. Like I mean, I was very respectful, very cool, but they got me a Michael Kors sweater. I still have it. And some
from when?
From like a long time ago. Like when I used to work. Yeah, when I used to work at the warehouse, big swoop in the forklifts, and just steel toe boots and hoodies, and good time. But yeah, like sweater. It's like a really nice sweater. It's like a Michael Kors sweater. You could wear it with dress up shirt and stuff like that. And that same lady gave me Michael Kors underwear. So now that I'm like, like older, I'm like, that lady low key wanted someone below. That's just me though. I mean, I don't know. Like
that's just you. Cause
it was like it wasn't not like any regular underwear. It was more like Speedos with like, and they were like baby blue. So it was not like plain black underwear. Or like
because they were baby blue.
Baby blue, and they just have like that little bulge where like you can go. Yeah, I don't know. I personally took it like that. Who gives other people underwear? I'm just saying. Okay, so continue.
For Christmas, I don't think I've had like the best gift. Besides when you're little, you get the DS, the DSi, like the 3DS.
You used to play video games? Hell no.
She said those. I used to.
What game you used to play?
I used to play Cooking Mama.
The fuck is that?
Cooking Mama 3.
What the fuck is that?
It's a little like cooking game.
Okay.
I used to play The Sims.
Oh, okay. Where you just have like an imaginary boyfriend and stuff like that. Who used to be your imaginary boyfriend?
I don't know.
You never built it, or?
I did, but you think I remember my imaginary boyfriend?
I remember my sister had the Sims game, and she was going all out. Like she made her house. she made like a boyfriend and stuff. She had a pet named Chico, and it was just explicit. Yeah, but that was the Sims. I never really played it like that.
I had the Sims, and then I had like a dog game where you just like take care of dogs, like you buy your house.
What kind of games are these? Seriously, like a dog game and kitchen and stuff. That's terrible. Like I would not buy like any of those games for. Like,
I didn't know which one were good. Yeah, like I was just like
fuck it.
Whatever game I get, I'm gonna just play it. It doesn't matter.
It's all good. All right. So now, what's one thing that you're looking forward to after coronavirus is done or next year? What is that thing? What is that thing that you're like, you know what? Once this is done, it's about to go down, and because all shows are done with. I mean, everything that we had, All-Star Dancers, they got canceled. So
I've been waiting for that. I'd be waiting for Reno.
Okay.
Again.
For Reno.
Reno gets me so like.
Oh,
pumped.
And I just forgot. Hold on. Reno gets you what?
It gets me so like pumped.
Okay.
Like I remember when you and Roger texted me and was like, "Hey, like we have Reno in 2 weeks. Like, could you do it or whatever?" And I was like, "Yeah, sure." But I remember at first being like, "Damn, I have 2 years without dancing. How am I gonna 2 years of a break and then boom, you got to learn this in 2 weeks."
Yeah.
But I was just like, I have to. I have to. And honestly, I think that was like the best show.
Yeah.
And I had a 2-year gap. 2 years without dancing.
That was insane, yeah.
Like, I was scared to come back because I had fell and I went to the hospital and I was like, oh, no.
Yeah. And I could tell you this. Like, I think one thing about Vannessa, she definitely doesn't, I guess, when she like practices, she has this thing where she's like, ugh, like I could have done this like this.
I get mad.
She gets mad and frustrated. But I think for that same reason, it kind of builds a little bit more energy, and she'll kind of put an effort, even though it doesn't feel like she's putting effort. But by her getting mad, it's kind of like insinuating that she's trying or whatsoever. But I do remember that she was kind of like having a little bit of self-doubt. But, I'd be like, bro, like, you gonna get this. Like, you ain't gonna get dropped. And, I've been dancing for who knows X amount of years or whatever. So, I mean, you good. But then again, I do feel like that first performance, we probably took that the most serious. And I mean, I could just say, because we'd be like rehearsing afterwards, we'd be rehearsing at the house, we'd be rehearsing in a park, like, you know what I mean? We're just like going for it.
It was so much. Like, in just 2 weeks, like, I was surprised with myself, and I was like, wow, like, 2 years, you probably made other
girls mad that, you know, you probably just like stepped up and, you know, you really.
Of course, I did it in 2 weeks, like.
Because there was a lot of, like, I guarantee you, like, I had a plan B, like, not like abortion where people take plan B, and I mean, like, I had a plan B in terms of like who was gonna be that backup dancer. Because I've always danced with one person, and that's really it. That's how I work. Like, I just put my effort, work with one person, and like that, you know, you get your tricks saucy, or, you know, you get them accustomed to, you know, how you flip them, and then therefore, like, they just kind of get that feel. Versus if you have different partners, then it just doesn't work, because, you know, like, they just may be accustomed to somebody flipping them less.
Not used to.
They're not used to that. They're not used to that, you know, like strength or you know, whatever, you know, you want to go ahead and put it down to. But pretty much, I started just focusing. I was like, I had plan B. Plan B didn't work. And I can go ahead and say, sorry, Vanessa, you weren't plan B. But because, I mean, you did say that it was 2 years.
2 years, 2 years without dancing.
And then I guarantee you, I can almost promise you that I was the one that was like, boom, I'm about to hit her up, and I'm about to see, okay, you know what I mean? Like, if you can still, like, probably pull this off with a server. I don't know why I thought, I was like, oh, boom, Bonnie, let me just ask her. But plan B didn't work. It was probably like, I don't know, like, I could say maybe it was like lifetime thing, like maybe relationship. Because I think, like, quebradita, like, I don't know why, it's weird, but if either you practice with somebody, you can't practice with anybody else, or if you date somebody that is dancing or whatever, you can't dance outside of that relationship, and that is a fact. And some people may get mad, but in all due reality, it's facts. In all due reality, and maybe it's like that in just relationships in general, but so when I reached out, I was like, you know what? Like, you know what I mean? We got 2 weeks. Are you down? Nah. She said, yeah, we did it. And I'm pretty sure people were mad. And, you know, but then again, we had a really successful performance. And I think at the end of the day, we probably put something on the map that wasn't there, because that's just nothing but a salsa event and a bachata event. And the moment that Quebradita stepped in there, you had people just going insane. One thing that I did wanted to say, and I remember that I like kind of left it off before the questions, the Reno experience, the first year around. Okay, so let me just go ahead and talk about this, because I think, nah, next. Let me just go ahead and talk about this. I think this was a very funny experience. So I probably left with somebody that day. Okay, so Vannessa leaves early on with Roger. Roger's one of the dancers in the crew. She leaves, and I mean, you can probably talk about it a little bit more. What was the first thing that you did when you landed? Big turned up. You're already going out, drinking, having a good time, right? And so me and you know, a couple of like buddies and stuff, we get there later, and at this time I'm already like at my job currently, and I'm pretty happy and stuff like that. I'm well rested. Did have to work my ass off, and, you know, just to request those days was pretty heavy for me. I mean, I think I was really taking a risk. So I go pretty late, and I guarantee you, I did not know that this woman was drinking, right? But we did say that we didn't want people turning up the night before the performance, the big performance. So we literally bring out a bottle of Hennessy, right? And we're just like, you know what? You know, cheers.
It wasn't just Hennessy, though. It was like...
You don't even remember. Shut up. So
it wasn't just Hennessy, though. I remember that.
Shut up. You don't even remember. So we brought a bottle of Hennessy. It was a fifth. I do clearly remember that. Maybe before when you were drinking, it was probably different otherwise. But I do remember.
Well, yeah, I remember drinking the Hennessy.
Yeah, and then that was it. Yeah, so we had the bottle of Hennessy. It was a fifth, and we're like drinking. Everybody's turning up. I guarantee you that I did not know that this woman was drinking. And it was until like the bottle was almost damn near done that she was like, you know what, me and Roger were drinking from 2:00 or something, like once they got there. And I was just like, oh shit. So she may just be hella drunk. So we're ready to go and, you know, to like, it's called social dancing or whatever. Or was it watching the performances?
No.
You stayed at the hotel. She said social. You didn't even go. No.
It was the performances. We watched some of the performances, but I didn't do social dancing.
You didn't remember because you were in there. So look, I literally was like, all right, you know what? We about to get going. Everybody take their last shot. I guarantee you, I see Vannessa just like talking to some of the girls, and she was like, oh, like, let me tell you something. And I'm like, what the fuck does she gotta say, right? And she's over here just like, yeah, like, I just want to talk to you and such and such. At this point, I'm like, yeah, this girl is fucked up. Because she just kept repeating herself. She was like, no, like, I really want to tell you something. And so she talked to all of the girls. Yeah. We're already walking out. We're like, you know what? Well, we about to go to the dance floor. We'll be right back, or we'll just wait for you. We'll serve them. Girls ended up staying there. We come back from social dances probably like 6 a.m. Yeah. I guarantee you it looks like a slaughterhouse. Like, you see vomit everywhere. The bathroom, the floor, the bed. Yes, it was insane. And I guess, you know, just Vannessa just passed out that night and she just started throwing up. I think one of
was like
clogged. Yeah, definitely. It was so bad. And I guarantee you, even one of the girls there was like, dude, like, we just had to take care of her. We couldn't leave her. It was just so funny because, like, we walked in and then you see, like, Vannessa and, you know, another girl of the dance crew or whatever just passed out under the sink, bro. Under the sink, bro. Just passed out. I was like, what the fuck? But I think one of the funniest things, though, I'm not sure. I'm pretty sure it was this first night. So we grabbed Vannessa, we put her on the bed. We're like, you know what? You know, we're not gonna leave you in the fucking under the sink and shit. Under the sea, under the sea. So we grabbed her, put her on the bed. Ada sleeps next to you. Okay, I just already said her name. So Ada was under the sink with you. Like,
Ada was under the sink with you. Passed out.
Passed out. Yeah. So Ada is sleeping next to you. It's so funny because me, Chango are still turning up, bro. Like, we get there, it's 6 a.m. We're still having a good time. We just got back. We're already sipping.
I hated you guys for that.
No. So Ada, like, for some reason, had you in the very corner of the bed, knowing that, like, you know, she was already, like, hella fucked up. And for some reason, like, I don't know why, but you just kept going over. But it only makes common sense because you were at the fucking edge of the bed. So, bro, there was, like, Timberland shoes. There was, like...
all these bags.
Bro, there was all of these bags, like, and stuff. So every time that she kept rolling over, like, she just kept getting beat up and shit.
Like, all over this stuff.
Yeah, she just kept getting beat up. And then Ada would just be like, Chango. She kept, bro. Oh, my goodness, bro. Chango would be here, bro. Chango's one of my good friends. This is not racist. That's just, you know, his nickname at the time. His name is Joe, by the way. So Chango was like, he was like, bro, like, Ada, why the fuck you always got to tell me to go get her? Why don't you go get her, bro? Like, he was getting mad because she kept trying to, like, tell him, like, bro, like, give him instructions, like, take her ass up. And then after, like, the 4 times that we picked you up from that fucking, like, shoe and shit, bro, you had the Timberlands. Bro, I don't know how the box of Timbos just opened up and you had one shoe right here. We're just, like, after the 4th time, we're like, you know what? Like, that's it.
Just leave her
and
there.
Nah, we just told her, we're like, bro, put it in the middle. Like, why you keep putting it at the edge? Like, this, like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But yeah, that's definitely one night that I do remember. So Saturday there was no drinking.
Crazy though. I remember waking up like
perfectly
fine.
So
what happened? Like, like nothing happened. Like, my body didn't hurt. Like, nothing hurt, and I just woke up like,
yeah. What's happening?
So what we doing today? Like,
we were going to the mall, and I remember clearly asking Vanessa, I was like, bro, like, so, like, does anything hurt? Because he kept falling, like, in Timbos and shit. Bro, Timberland should have damn near sponsored you at that point. That motherfucker beat your ass. So, I remember asking her, she was like, nah, I feel good. We went to the mall and all of that good stuff. But, yeah, like, I guarantee you, like, that night, Saturday of, everybody made a rule, like, we're not drinking.
Yeah.
People still turned up, still took a couple of shots. But Sunday, we performed. We killed it. And
we always said at the performance.
Yeah, then we could turn up and
drink
stuff.
as you want.
Sunday, we performed. Everything was good. And we had a good ass time. That night, we did have a good time. And then second performance hit. It landed. We damn near went. Same thing. We had the initiative of, just performing. This is the 2019 Reno Dance Fest, right? Because the one that we were talking about, it was 2018. This was 2019. No. This was the following year. Yeah. 2020 was canceled. This was this year. We went 2 years back in a row. 2018.
No, we did 19 and 20.
We didn't. Bro, we did not. Oh,
we did 19 and 20. Did.
Oh, shit.
It was in January of this year, 2020.
You know what? Then I'm going cuckoo and shit. Because, you're right. So it was 2021 that got canceled.
Yeah, 2021 that got canceled.
2020, bro. Like, okay, whatever. So, literally, like, we didn't damn near second performance. I felt we're not even pushing it like that. We had more time.
But we slacked.
We had more time, but I'll tell you this. I mean, I'm not blaming it on anybody, but I feel like, it was just more like, it was less performing. It was more going to like LA and, a couple of trips and, having a good time.
Yeah.
Versus just focusing. I think maybe people felt too secure of the fact that we did such a good performance that when that second one hit, I feel like the first one was so much pressure.
Yeah.
People are looking at your toes being pointed. People are looking at the outfits. People are looking at face expressions. Everybody's like, you know what, bro? Like, we have so little time. We have to tighten up. Yeah.
It was intense.
So much like emotions and stuff before that first performance. Second performance is like, we did so good. Okay, we're good. But the preparation wasn't really as straightforward.
Like, yeah.
We did have some places where we're going to practice and stuff, but for some reason we just kept getting distracted. People kept, going to these little studios where we can perform, where we should invest in more time in, doing the actual flips and stuff like that. But yeah, that second performance, we literally winged it. We last minute flips, they were not done. And I feel it was because people were really just scared. Like, we had probably 2 flips that we had to do that we didn't incorporate.
Yeah.
And some of them were group based. But what about 2021? What do you feel about 2021 is not going to happen. What do you think about 20?
I was super psyched about this one, though.
What do you think about 2022 then? If this one's not happening, 2022.
Then I'm hoping 2022 does happen. Yeah. And I would be more.
Bro, COVID is going to be done. COVID is going to be done by February.
Hopefully.
Yeah. It's going to be done.
I would be so much more hyped for this one because we would have a lot more time.
Yeah.
A lot more time.
But we already had hella time.
I know, but we slacked. Yeah. Like, everybody. We just got distracted by so many things.
What was it things?
So many things.
Nah, currently, I could go ahead and speak about this. So, Vanessa was in a relationship at the time. And I feel like, trips were taken. I would say LA. I was just dropping a subliminal. But real talk. She was just she trips. Obviously, she was in a relationship, happy at the moment. I mean, what people do in relationships and stuff like that, right? So I feel the focus was a little bit out. But with that said, 2022, if Reno Latin Dance Fest comes again, and we're supporting, hopefully everybody goes about it. When she's in a relationship, she's going to take a different approach, and she's going to concentrate, and she's going to say, hey, if you want to go to this Reno Latin Dance Fest with me, you're going to go ahead and just support me, and at the end of the day, we're gonna put this first and everything else second. But I mean, future boyfriend of my dance partner, just support her. You can go to the event, but please, please, just be, just let her practice and we good.
Don't distract me.
Don't distract her, and just please, you'll be there. You'll be looking at everything. Everything will be great. Just let her practice. That's it. Okay, so we continue on. All right, so now 2021, you said goals, ambitions, anything that you got planned for. What is something that you're looking forward to? What does COVID have taught you? Anything that you're
honestly,
just like...
it's kind of hard because, like, I'm not the type to be like, I'm going to set these goals for this year. But plus, it's like, I don't even know what you said? 19. I'm turning 20 in February. Yeah. So I was just kind of like, damn, like, if 2020 was bad, like, how is 2021 going to go? Like, I was just kind of like, let me take it day by day first and then see what happens. Yeah. If it's going good, well, then I can set my goals and be more prepared or whatever. But how this year went, I don't know.
It's bad.
Yeah. Okay.
Just really quick, also, what are we looking at as far as 5? Okay, can I take a piss for this last 5? So I was pretty much saying, what do you have planned for 2021 that is coming up? You just mentioned that you're looking forward to dancing. You know what I mean? Like, so it's probably going to be Reno.
We're hoping Reno.
Yeah. That's going to be until 2022.
Yeah.
Yeah. So now I'm going to go ahead and usually I love to do this. I love to give people their roses. I'm actually pretty thankful. You're probably the only dance partner that I had. Well, like the only dance partner that I had that, literally came on the show. And so I thank you for that. It's really hard for some people to actually come on a podcast because some people feel that a podcast is more of either 1, a interview, or 2, they feel like they're kind of being interrogated or whatever. A podcast is really just us having a conversation. So yeah, guys don't got to get nervous or nothing like that. And everything is super safe. We have, hand sanitizer and, COVID proof. But really quick, I'm just going to make this short. I'm going to give you your platform, tell people where they can find you in social media, and yeah.
I mean, I only use, Instagram?
Yeah.
At Vannessa. Facebook, my name, Vannessa Portugal. But yeah, I mean, Snapchat Snapchat's a throwback. Snapchat, I still have it as Magnessa.
Yeah. Oh, man.
Like, that one's a throwback.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, the only one that's really different is my IG, Vannessa. But other than that, Vannessa Portugal or...
Yeah. I'm not really on that. I'll tell you guys right now. I mean, you can find me at LinkedIn, and that's just nothing but professionalism. And, I'm just really there, just, connecting with entrepreneurs and just really seeing, just meeting and networking a couple of clients and just shooting for the stars. But I do have Facebook. I do have Instagram, and all of the et ceteras. But I'm not really too, I don't really post too much on that. But I am going to go ahead and say, if you guys want to go ahead and book us for following year or maybe when everything gets better, you can go ahead and reach me at Fresh Official, and that's Fresh with 2 F's. So double F, RESH official. Let me know, you want a performance, such and such, and I'll just get right back to you. I'd be obviously doing it with this girl right here, and I already have a dance agent that I've been working on for so long. So I would get my parallel videos, and when I say parallel, I mean parallel features. My producer would probably do a very professional video, would have some pretty professional pictures, and we pretty much would go ahead and go with the dance agent, and would be a little bit more in tune with the dance world. I'll tell you guys that much. But it would be primarily just me and Vanessa performing, and anything All-Star Dancers related, where to catch us in Reno Dance fest or whatever. Okay, so I'm just gonna go ahead and end this segment. Make sure you guys stay very safe in Thanksgiving. Eat a lot of turkey. If turkey needs a little bit more of that WAP, just combine it with a couple of vegetables and just make sure that it's full. I suggest everybody that's going on Thanksgiving at tamales, go with the green ones because that's the ones.
Go with the red. Go with the red.
Nah, the red is out. And just really quick, if you guys want more content in terms of the questions, you got any questions in particular that you want me to ask a guest, put it in the comments below. Make sure that you like, share, and subscribe. And that's it. Thank you very much, guys. And we on. Come listen to Who Got the Juice podcast. It's an open podcast to new talent, life experiences, and entrepreneurship. Who got the juice? Yeah. Let's do it again.